Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Star Channel Plays. I'm your host, Rob, aka Star Channel. And we're going to be playing some Star Traders Frontiers. And as you may be able to tell, we're on the old webcam today. It seems that my now normal camera is having some problems and will likely need to be sent in for repair. So it looks like I will be on this backup for a little while. But hopefully we can get the other one up and repaired and get back to it because I really like it. So what are we doing? What are we into? I guess we are still doing some work for the Arbiter here. We have a long trip here for the Zette Prince Calagan. We have to go check out the auger. This is auger, and we'll give some advice to give to the prince. On our way, we should stop and actually talk to the Arbiter. It's actually what we should do first, because we'll be heading back here anyway, so it's on the way. So might as well hit her up on the way and see how that goes. I'm not sure that having one faction done would be good enough, but that's what it is. We ran into some problems, and that's okay. We still are trying to figure out what to do with our spy here. I'm starting to think now maybe do the triple class into commander with a little bit of bodyguard for some fighting talents, so we can actually throw her into some combat. Not 100% sure. That might be, I think that's what we're going to do actually. Still giving some time to think about it though. So let us head on out on the long road trip and see if we run into any problems or anything. I really don't know at this point how it's gonna go. But it is, you know, traveling the stars, as I'm so used to looking over at my other camera that it's just weird. But these long trips to stars just gotta stop and make sure that we are well fueled up and well prepared for all the dangers that are out here. Luckily right now we are in friendly space. Good acknowledgement. And we can keep going. Red chart space, not the best space for us. Oh yeah, after the last mission we found out that the red chart were behind the Huna attacks or Damak Lumnoe. They are not happy with us, so let's slip through here. Now we definitely gotta find some space here. Not too bad off with the balloon, luckily. They're not gonna buy any more stuff. Oh, we have another Distilleer is up. That's good. Combat crew. Let's see. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I haven't seen this one. Pistol attack, plus accuracy, minus damage, plus armor piercing, but it also debuffs yourself. But okay, I see why. Got those negatives, but I never liked too much. You have those right now. I'm looking for, of course, I need movement once now. Where charging forward, charging back, retreat. This is probably the best one for. Baiting shot and advancing front are two good ones for attacking and switching positions. Two things at once, always good. Probably Since our swordsman has nothing, let's go with the retreat first, I think. We do need to pick up some new crew. We don't need fighting crew. What we need is probably definitely an engineer. We might want to pick up something for exploring. Possible that there might be a new officer that we can pick up. I know there's a couple in the side stories that one in particular that does pop up as a exoscout. Exoscout explorer, is she? Or is she just straight exoscout? That's a good one. So that's why I haven't gone that direction yet. Yeah, we definitely need that. We need to upgrade the ship a little bit further, probably. That ships are expensive now, so definitely want to get a slightly bigger ship, maybe. Where are we? Let's stop, just in case. Not so sure about Javad space right now. Look at our pirates. I don't think the Qadar or the Alta Mesa hated us that much. I think it was the Qadar, it's not the Qadar. Level 7 pirates. Probably not the best for us to fight actually right now. Much as I would like to. Oh, you got a big ship too. Let's leave. Really just not set up to really fight. We don't have to right now. I mean, at this point we probably should just upgrade the ship more and make it more combat ready. That we can just fly in close and just pound from inside. Because any guns we put on here are not going to be that good. Yeah, so they're not going to doctor us. It's that right over here, luckily. Once we get a little bit more combat ready, we can do some patrols even. Get some of that rep back. We are a little low in a lot of these things. The bridge, get that up. And we definitely would want to get some more pilot assists and stuff in here. We could probably take out a gun or two in order to do that. Probably like this one. One up close gun, good. We don't even have a hold for our doctor. That's the big reason. Like just one more in the middle of the class, middle class size class ship, I think would be perfect for us. We should be able to get everything we need for what we want to do in that kind of case. Don't need to make things any worse with them if we don't have to. Oh, got a couple of upgrades I forgot about. Let's make a stop here first, and then we'll do that there. gonna say, where's everyone at here? Just a little bit of money. Make a little bit of profit. I mean, we can do better than B minus. What else do you have, actually? Scrap, that's not gonna help us. Not gonna help at all. Alright, our gunner's got another talent. It's a solid one. We're not up into craft evasion yet, so... Gas shop might be interesting for us at some point. Signature homing, that's not bad. Raking fire is also good. Bombardment would be really good too. Oh, but that's a deep one. Might not be the best one then, if we're not gonna have any kind of weapons in that range. We might want to go with boarding assault. Since it's basically going to replace again for us. Should we get more evasive maneuvers? Or another sharp steering? Or swift sweep actually might be good too. Actually, let's go with another sharp steering. It's our swordswoman, and she will need... There's an advance. There's an advance. Couple of attack 2 targets. Slashing retreats much less. That's not one she would ever. Doesn't really want to retreat, she wants to go forward. Devastating charge to this then. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think pretty sure that is what I'm gonna do then, is go commander and bodyguard. Just wanna check and make sure there's nothing else I want to add. I had second to grade commander here. Good playing pistol attack. That's not bad actually at all. And knockback. That's actually pretty good. I like it. That's a good bodyguard one. Commander. Definitely. I want to get that one. What are the spy ones first? We need gather intel records about the local faction upon landing in an urban zone. Increase. Definitely gonna want those two at some point. Oh, there's some attacks. 50% stun to target. Oh, he requires stealth mode. Alright, we need this one probably. We'll be doing some hiring. Oh, you have 2 talents. Cool. I did not realize that one. Oh, there's a blade attack too. I think I might take that one. Oh, this one has stun though. Oh wait, that's right, it's the float. Alright, now she's not completely useless in battle. Okay, okay. That's good. That is good. Alright, Arbiter. Oh, Spy. Should be no problem though. Yep. What we got, Arbiter? What do we got, Arbiters? Did not change the title. Definitely buy that. So we have good news about our errand. I've heard what you did for Prince Damien's trading network. The Makalimnoe love their profits. It is the best lever we could use to get their support. But by the flag, Captain, did you have to drag Makalimnoe and Reichard into such a feud? Yes, we did. Still, the covert agents of Reichard were willfully breaking the law. What else could we do? It is a wrench thrown into the growing coalition. I only serve Saloon Law, Arbiter. Isn't that what you wanted? It's angry, the law and her aims were clashing before my eyes. Another major princess pledged her support for the amendments for the United Coalition. The pieces are in motion now. So we got a nice big bonus payment. Nice. And a good experience reward. And our sound support gives us 15% rep. Good. Right. Let's do this real quick. I wanna edit the stream title. For some reason I don't know why I didn't do this beforehand. I thought I had. I don't know why it decides not to play music while I am messing around, but alright. Which other power players do you need us to visit? Each faction brings their own strengths, value to the negotiating table. When it comes to military might, few can measure up to the Kadar Syndicate. The other factions need their defense forces, the Quadrants need their naval marines. We've seen them. Kadar FDF mercs are on security detail. Everywhere. They would have a larger role to play if the United Coalition is ratified. I need you to meet with the Kadar Prince Aiden Kevnaugh. As is with many Kadar princes, he has a decorated military career, and his influence within the Kadar Navy is extensive, even across quadrant boundaries. we can gain his support for the unification, we should be able to tip more of the other Kadar leaders. You will find that he is expecting a Star Trader envoy on my behalf. Whatever favor he asks, I hope that you can accomplish it. Right? We have some intel. But she is not paying. We should be able to get 200 average, so 1200. Can't at least try them. She has bounty hunters. That's not gonna help me. I want to say that we should pick on more, but I don't think we have time. I think we only have like a year or two. I need an engineer like that. Let's just get an engineer. Alright, who's our new crew member? Class de Naum. Gonna have to change up a little bit, but it's okay. It's not bad. It's also not bad. That's good stuff here. Okay, so it's gotta be one of these two. It saves us money. This is combat. We want a combat one, I think. Got to look at his stats. Good charisma, but sure how much that helps us. Good resilience. He'd be good in a fight. Too bad that he's not fighting. He'd get good. Interesting. Not really good fighter than -1 initiative, -1 fortitude. Okay. Hopefully he won't have to get in a fight then. Keep an eye out for a second one just in case. Alright, where's our other high one case then? Where is this one? It does not tell me. Alright, so we can cut through here and up to there, I guess. It is, of course, going to take us through some not so friendly areas. We also have Xeno on our tail. We don't have any good stuff. Skip off the voids yet. I cannot sell stuff to you. It's pure intimidate now. You know what I mean? Another failure. Ugh. Smuggler. Okay. One bribe should do the trick. And let's keep going. Actually running a little low on money. Not the best. Not the best. Haven't really run into any of our contacts recently. Alright, this is going to be the scary part. Well, not this part, but... going through here. I'll just muck them away. This might be the next one that I'm thinking of. We don't have any contacts here, do we? Oh, we do actually. Let's make a quick trip. We need money. Sell it. You'll be fine. No? Knowledge? Renato lose. You probably don't want our stuff. And no one wants to buy our stuff for that much. What do you got? Far fallen back to Nettle Quarter. Price isn't too bad though. It's not the smartest thing to do, but we definitely need a little bit of money. We'll do what we gotta do. Two years on that, so we should have time to get there and get back. Man. F? Ugh. Not good at all. Not good at all. Well, I don't know what kind of prices you guys got because I've never been there. That's awesome. Oh, this actually takes us around Venetrex. Okay. Ah, okay. That works for me. Javad space isn't the best for us either. But it's a lot better than going through Steel Song territory. Oh, I should have went here first. F here. Can we make it all the way? Got stopped. We better stop for some fuel. Can't really afford to run out. Oh, we wouldn't have made it anyway, I don't think. Some more level ups. Spy. Alright, home territory. Anyone buying what we're selling? Basic medicines. Man, any other time advanced medicines would be selling like hotcakes. I'm really surprised here. What? How's it illegal here? Oh, you get this. What? What? That doesn't even make sense. Ugh. Alright, we got a public meeting here. But the Augur. Okay, many welcome, Star Trader. Greetings from the void, esteemed Augur crew. Cool. We've come at the bequest of Prince Calagan. Good Prince has asked for your advice on the matter of the growing United Coalition. So you are one of the captains who Arbiter Brockstrom has recruited to our cause. I know nothing about you. I haven't heard your name before. But tell me, why are you helping Arbiter Brockstrom? Her eyes are like knives. Knives carried by 100 generations. You had warned me that I should not try to lie. And now I know why. Brockstrom will owe me when this is over. Captain, do you really believe she will? What do you know of Estelle? I know her well enough to say this. She is loyal to principle alone, to the law, to her lineage memories. Yes, you may have earned her gratitude, but do you expect it to reach beyond those principles? I appreciate the warning, Augercool. You have traveled, you have seen our people in motion. What is the greatest threat to the Star Traders? There are a lot of questions here. Personally, I think it's going to be Xeno, especially knowing what comes later. I think factions descending into all-out war is the biggest thing. There's a reason that we follow Shilin law and that Star Traders are the ones who carry out retribution justice. The conflicts are kept small because we are independent captains, and yet the communal need for bloodshed and violence is satiated. Justice is served and wrongs are washed clean. Times have changed. Violence begets violence now. The factions feud and retribution justice does not lead to forgiveness. That may be true. Our people are fierce by their very nature. What of your nature? Where do you find yourself most alive? Where does your nature take you? What a sudden change of topic. She did it just to throw us off balance. I haven't seen Citrus Spy. I think they wanted to say this one feeling the rush of breaking the rules. But it could be this one. Hello, my ship. Well, now I know something about the captain that Estelle has chosen as a champion. I have prepared this gene-locked data cube. It contains my response to Michael. You prepared this in advance? That I did. I knew you were coming. I see now that you thought our bantering back and forth was guiding my decision. I have enjoyed your discussion, but nothing more. My advice is for Michael alone. May the stars welcome you back with all their lights. And then she is gone. It seems so surreal. I felt compelled to answer her. So now we have a data cube. So we gained Rep with Zenerin. Didn't really need. We gained Rep with Makogun as well. We need to make some money. Oh, we got that. Luckily we did get some money. Okay, cool. We're under time pressure, so I don't really have time to upgrade things, I think. We do need to up our dice pool. And it only does a couple. There's not really much else to do except take out this for, I don't know what else they have, unfortunately. Not gun. Medical chamber, but I'm looking for the one that can house a officer in. Can't afford that anyway. Got the weapons locker, sensor array. Sig dampener is not a bad idea, but pilot assist. Summon pilot, that's not bad. Have assistance jump cost, okay, interesting. The big thing is just for us is anything that helps us dodge and getting close. I guess we need stuff that increases pilots. Burning assault station. +3 pilot. I should probably actually change our modulator, dampener for a modulator. Maybe we'll have to think about that. Alright. I think I have time to go up and come back. Alright, you guys got talents. Let's get some new ones. That's not a bad one. Get that one, okay. That would be a good one. We have one as well, and probably that one. Maybe that one. This might be a good one since we're not going to be shooting guns so much. E-Tech. We gotta start spying so we can start selling off our stuff. This is good too, but we have one, okay. I might want another one. That's a good one too. Yeah. We're gonna have to start spying some more, so that's why we're gonna go with that one. Been neglecting that a little bit. This one is a good one for when we actually do want to attack. And you... I should have switched those actually. Right. Let's head up over here and check and see if there's any missions they have that we can work on. Get our bunny hunter. Somewhere where we're going already, maybe. I don't think Calagan's gonna have anything now. Because everything he's gonna do is gonna be stuff that wants me to go that way. Actually, let's see if his temper's cooled while we're here. Captain, I'm glad to see you've returned. Let me apologize for my outburst. Should have known that Estelle would value her political neutrality over helping my family, even after all these years. I believe my prince that while she is hell-bent on playing the impartiality card, she is not wrong. Etanchar holds compelling evidence against your daughter. We have seen some of it ourselves. The Arbiter did leave a report with some details, enough to see what is coming. I can see that you are not done fighting Prince Faen. No, far from it. Valencia's life is at stake today, but that won't be the end of it. Princess Atten's ambitions go far beyond that. This will be a trying time for the Faen bloodline. I hope that you will stick by us now. There's much work to be done. This case is far from settled. Oh yes, we have to open up the court here. So we should talk to people. Let's talk to Valencia herself. The tour with Brockstrom did not turn out as planned. It's nothing new, Captain. This entire affair has been sinking in the biowaste pit from the beginning. We had hoped our tour with the Arbiter might fish it out. No such luck. I only wish I had smelled the stink earlier. What were you doing at the Highwind? For years, our family has been trying to reach an agreement with Etanchar over a technology exchange. Our Zarin scientists have developed the prototype for a high-efficiency hyperwarp engine. The meeting at the Highwind would have given the Faen family the first look at exactly what research they had to trade. Did you bomb the Highwind military installation? I'm glad we can be frank with each other. I give my word that I am not responsible for the bombing. However, I could believe that a traitor aboard my ship, the Medusa, snuck multiple explosives onto the orbital station. That ends up being the case. I had no knowledge of it at the time, and yet I may suffer the retribution for it. You suspect a traitor among your crew? It is far past suspicion at this point. I have reason to believe there is another hand pulling strings in this mess. Speak clearly, Valencia. After the bombing, my crew started to jump ship at every turn. It was not a surprise. They all knew returning with me would mean prison bars and tough questions. Prison bars? Every crew member who stuck with me has been detained and interrogated since my return. My father's intelligence corps is looking for a culprit. By all accounts, someone aboard your ship is responsible for the bombing, so they are all suspects. Except that the guilty crew would have jumped ship long before our return. Calagan has people looking for them, but his hands are tied. He has to play by the rules, else risk the case going up in flames. Kinda interesting that they were able to jump ship, because it's really not that far of a trip. I mean, one jump. I mean, why would you be hitting up all these places afterwards? Should have came straight home, I would have thought. Didn't have that much opportunity. We couldn't track down that many people, even if we tried. I am thinking of one man of particular interest. His name is Calagan Demore. Why him? I've known for some time that he is a Huna agent. You think those anti-revolutionaries are involved in this? The one and only. Some would flat out call them terrorists. Why did you tolerate Calagan if you thought he was Huna? I only had suspicions at first. Then once I was sure, I wanted to keep my enemy close. It was better to know the Huna in the mix than to distrust everyone. But I did not know his intentions or what they had planned. So why would the Huna want to destroy the Highwind? Like so many others, the Huna hide behind Shaloon law. They claim that the syndicates and great houses have abandoned Shalhoun and his laws. They claim we have twisted the laws to our own ends. I've heard the Huna are a thorn in the side of all powerful families. Faen forces, myself included, have clashed with the freedom fighters in Huna's sleeper cells more than a few times. They are not to be trifled with. They're tough fighters and they live by principles. I respect them for that. So perhaps the High Wind is an attempt to gain revenge on the entire Faen clan. Or they were trying to harm Princess Attenchar for another reason completely. Alright, let's get your take on the Huna. Independents have always scratched out a living on the fringes of faction space. They choose to live on the unclaimed planets, the real backwater, in order to be free of faction law, or in many cases, to hide from faction law. We've set down on indie systems that kind of freedom can only be found on the worst systems. They chose freedom, but it has left them vulnerable. They get shoved around when the factions start jostling. The Huna Collective has risen out of their resentment. They claim that the greed and power of the factions are destroying the free people. And they channel that anger into violence. They're known for murder, sabotage, and intimidation tactics. But they are fighting for a cause they believe in. Bombing an orbital installation might just be in their bag of tricks. Alright, so tell us everything. We'll find your man. I have 2 leads to finding Calbe, one better than the other. First, I know the world where he split from my crew. You might be able to pick up his trail there in the Spice Hall. Also, he used to work for a smuggler I know, Amat Zir. He might be able to point you in the right direction. Is this the same as in the first playthrough? Because Amat Zir is someone that we actually helped a lot in that playthrough. I know the Huna were behind the bombing. If we had proof of that, perhaps my name could be cleared. Getting Calbe into your custody would be the first step. I will pay you handsomely to help prove my innocence. Right, that's a story mission? And let's talk to the others then. Talk to Zette. Mention that we should keep our eyes open. I hope you have been listening and watching, Captain. It's easy to get caught up in the surface storyline. What everyone is talking about? The distraction. What do you think everyone is missing? Can you honestly say that you aren't skeptical about Attenchar's likely story? Every single soul aboard the High Wind died? Every last record of the secret and potentially illegal research was lost? Not a stitch was recovered or backed up elsewhere? Now that you mention it. But no one is paying attention because there is a legal case and a threat to Valencia's life. What do you think Atten is trying to hide? Is it too far-fetched that she bombed her own orbital to make the research disappear? It's very elaborate, but only as far-fetched as the claim that the research was completely lost in the explosion. Or perhaps the entire plan was to make Aldo Bastille disappear. The chief scientist, Bastille? You think he didn't die? Everyone thinks it's hyperbole when you hear about the most brilliant man in a generation. Not with Bastille. This is no exaggeration. What if he was spirited away to a secret laboratory where he can work out of sight? You have a lot of conspiracy theories. Because I am looking past their front and their big, loud legal case. It's a distraction. If it was true, would it clear the case against Valencia? That depends entirely on what we would be able to prove. We would need hard evidence if it was to have any effect on the legal proceedings. Attenchar already has a heap of evidence. She was not shy in showing it to the Arbiter. Of course she has evidence. If this is her own plot, you don't think she's smart enough to cover her tracks? She had just enough to scare the Arbiter away. Style has no stomach for this. She couldn't be bothered to risk her own political aspirations and the Unionist cause. It didn't take much to run her off. You saw that. Shouldn't we take this to Calagan? My brother has enough to worry about already. He's fighting a legal case in every way he can. He has an uphill battle on his hands. If we aren't able to prove Char's guilt, then Valencia's fate will be determined by his work. We don't need to burden him with this. So you're asking us to do this on the sly? Yes, I am, Captain. This mission is between us and us alone. We plan to keep Valencia in the dark as well. Why get their hopes up? So what do you suppose we do about it? We need to find proof. I can't rely on the family's intelligence corps for this. This is where you come in, Captain. I need you to revisit the world where the High Wind went down. A little clandestine spying. We might pick up a lead on whatever Char is trying to hide. I will pay from my own treasury for your work. So she has an offer as well. Let us talk to Erik. That is correct. I am Calagan's second son by blood. Many welcome, Star Trader. My father has already thanked you, but let me extend my gratitude as well. This business with my sister Val is toxic. It needs to end quickly. It has landed your family in difficult political waters. Between us, it is toxic from within, Captain. In what way, Erik? Valencia is basically under house arrest. She is not under lock and key, only for her own protection. None of us know if we can trust her. If she were free to roam, what more damage might she do? Alright, Calagan, what's your next play? From what you and Arbiter Brockstrom have shared, this legal case will be hard to win. Etten has so much hard evidence, so we must fight two battles. First, we must meet Princess Char head-on in the legal court. We will slow her down, challenge every scrap of evidence, and drag this case through the mud. Second, we must work to petition the higher, saner powers of both of our factions. No one wants to see this turn into a duel of assassins except Etten. Steel Song leadership may be hard to convince, but if they see they will come out on the short end of a duel of assassins, they may demand Princess Char accept just compensation. You will need a dedicated Star Trader to negotiate on your behalf and carry messages across the quadrants. The destinations are not near, Captain. I will pay well for the work. For it to have an impact, you need to move quickly and without much delay. So he gives us missions that will influence the outcome of the legal case. Now I've done 2 of these. The Valencia, did I do the Valencia mission? Once. I think I can do a couple of these at once. It's gonna be fun trying to juggle some of these. But the one I definitely want to do is Zette, because the whole Bastille, Alto Bastille storyline is pretty cool. And I know that the boss fight at the end of it is a achievement that now that I'm playing a normal, I can actually get. So I do want to do that one. So I will definitely do this. This one goes out to the Eddie's Divide. Where's that at? If it's on the way, we might be able to do a few of these things at once. It's 8 away, it's gotta be out this way. Oh no, it's right there. It's just one jump. So why is it saying 8 jumps? Oh, it's a total of 8 jumps, that's why. Man. Negotiator. When does that have to pick up the trail on? You pay so little though. That is terrible payment. But I mean, it's a pretty easy one of going there and coming back. I mean, we're definitely doing this one, like I said. We need to go visit the Kadar first. Oh man, it's gonna be tough to do all of these at once. Oh man. Because I'm thinking, I think if I... The Kadar one is I bring on an officer. Oh, then I'd have to bring an officer for 2 years. Which is why I was looking for the medical thing. Okay. We'll go up there and find out, because if that's what it is, then we can't really do it. Alright, we're gonna try and do as much as possible. Obviously, time pressures mean that we can't, but we're gonna give it a shot. Right, first, the one in Hennedy. Overdue. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Okay, well, never mind then. I'm gonna worry about that to start with. Okay, oh, I need to go to the one that's handy. This one. Right, so we'll get started on this and see, maybe we'll get to the go towards the Qatar too at the end there. Actually, let's stop and get some fuel first. Nice. Still don't make that much money off it, but that's okay. Merchant, we can acknowledge that. Gambling argument ended in a fight. Awesome. Morale loss, of course. Alright, so we can find out more about Kelpe here. We have saving talents for this one, so we'll do it this way. And we have the electronic skill that we should be able to do it. Any sailor or spacer who passes through a world leaves some kind of trail in the multitude of record systems. By poking around, we can certainly find traces of him. Some good detective work has paid off. Everyone leaves traces, you just have to know how to find them. Kelpe didn't stay long, he got off-world as fast as he could. Like he was running from something. In fact, he is. Us. So we were able to dig up some data on his movements, and he's heading to a nearby system. Looks like he was forced to write down a destination address by the dockmaster. We made a little bit of money. Upholder's Gambit, which is... Oh, back the other way, my goodness. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I think personally doing this pretty dumbly. That is sometimes the way it goes. So I have to go through here. I have to run the stuff back to Goon on the other side of the freaking galaxy. Then come back and just concentrate on those. Luckily those are all in space that is close together, so we may be able to do it. Next then with a power loader. My goodness, people. Captain, I've heard from the portmaster that a solar war has begun between Makalumwe and Reichert. The case that Prince Damien Limot brought against Reichert has finally resolved. And while it may be grindingly slow, justice will be served. So if we go back, we can get involved in the solar war, but I don't think we will do that. I don't think that's our thing. Zenon, here. Ouch. Ugh. Okay, luckily you're nearby here, so let's find out what you want. So I'm not sure that can help you, but we're gonna try. Else we wasted our time. Oh, that's just all bad. What's the spine? Figured. Listen up, we sat down on Candonia to meet with the Prince Eden Kavanaugh. Or Kavanaugh. We're envoys for the Zendu. Put your mugs on straight and keep your faces up out of your spice beer. You'll hear the captain, that means no fighting or trouble. Right, we're here on behalf of Arbiter Estelle Brockstrom. Any welcome, Star Trader? Estelle let me know that I should expect a visitor from the stars. You know that we are here on Arbiter Brockstrom's behalf, so to make a case for the United Coalition. I appreciate your desire to convince me, but it isn't necessary. I have already spoken at length with the Arbiter's envoys, and I understand the case very well. I understand the need for centralized government and United Defense Force, and I understand even more clearly how the proposed United Coalition needs Kadar. Without our strength, it will have a short life. You are willing to support the United Coalition? It has been needed for a long time, and we will come to the table as leaders, not as followers. The political winds are shifting, and the others may blow in these winds like leaves. And we live by our principles. We are not leaves to be tossed. Of course, Arbiter Brockstrom promised to send you to do a favor as a token of her gratitude for our position. If you believe the unifying amendments are inevitable, why are you owed a favor? Because the Arbiter made a promise. I am sure you do not wish to question Brockstrom's promise. Trying to pretend he wasn't leveraged into agreeing, as if this was his idea all along. As you say, Estelle Brockstrom made a promise, and here we are. So why would the Union's cause fail without the Kadar? How could it succeed without us? To lead so many worlds across a great spread of space. That requires great strength and leadership. The others come to the table for their own petty reasons, their own greed. Steelsong will join, I am sure, but they will do so only to undermine the process in hope of their own gain. Zulu will give great lip service, empty speeches, and nod their little heads. They will all be glad when Kadar shoulders the burden, as it has always been. So what can we do to uphold her promise? Let's get down to business. I have a unique request that only a Star Trader could accommodate. I have recently adopted a promising young candidate into my cohort named Cobra Volpain. I pulled him from the local pilot's academy. He's a leader and has the Duranthium backbone of a true Kadar. I want you to allow him to enlist on your ship as a crew member. Take him out in the void, then improve his mettle among the stars. That will be a dangerous assignment for him. How long will we need to keep him? For only 2 years. I know it is unorthodox, but I believe it may be superior training for future Kadar fleet commander. Oh wait, if he's only got to come on as a regular crew member, this could work. So Cobra is your adopted son? Indeed, he is. It is the way of the syndicates. I understand if it is foreign to you. Cobra Volpain was adopted into our cohort last year. Considering his skill, I was lucky to discover him early. There was little competition for the adoption, and I paid a fair adoption dowry to his original cohort. I prefer not to discuss my two blood sons, Roet or Maximus. Not a happy subject, it seems. Those sons and daughters who fail to live up to the expectations of the syndicates are ignored, sidelined, or worse, disowned. Tell us what skills Cobra will bring to our crew. Cobra had little time in the pilot school before I had him transferred to the officers' academy. He is brave, quick of wit, and an inspiring leader, even at the young age of 28. He's got commander job too, and some in pilot. Okay. Would you expect we would have any trouble with Cobra? He has been raised in a military cohort. I think you'll find he is highly disciplined and eager to learn. He should give you no trouble. If he does, let him scrub on the airlock with a very small brush. I've heard that brings most unruly sailors into line very quickly. Like it. Life on the voyage is dangerous. Cobra may die. I am very well aware that his life will be at risk every day he spends on your ship. That is the point, Star Trader. I have high expectation for those I sponsor. Cobra knows the risks, and he is not afraid. He also knows that it will strengthen him and prepare him for his future position. You mentioned he may become a fleet commander. My fleet needs new blood, new ideas. Cobra might just be the man for the job. You're not asking for any special treatment? Only that you pay him a fair salary as dictated by your Star Trader charter. He will serve as a standard member of my crew, not as an officer. I leave it in your hands to decide if he is worthy to promote to an officer or not. But do it only based on his merit, Captain. Do not do it on my behalf. 2 years among your crew will teach him what he needs to know. Okay, so he'll join us. We can promote him, but he will return in 2 years. We'll do it. We have a bed waiting. Excellent. Your new crew member will report to your ship in the starport shortly. I hope he does well. I have high expectations. We will do what we can to bring him back safely, Prince. Let me say, I know the risk he is taking. If something does happen, I will not hold it against you or Arbiter Brockstrom. Cool. Soldier, knock it up. We are good. I would like to buy a trade permit. Let's buy a single one. Oh, we don't have. We will after this. Alright, so let's check out our new crew member. He is right here. Cobra Volpain. Sharp-witted, iron spine, inspiring. He's like pretty solid. Alright, so we can give him stuff. And it doesn't really matter. Give him some stuff that we're not going to use that much. That one, he's not going to be in battle. You don't have any craft, so that's not going to work. I don't think we're going to need that one. Should we have a second one of these, or... Oh, we need one of these, so that'll work. And let's... Oh, here we go. We skip off the void 100%. That is huge. That's going to be one of our most used talents throughout the game. We're going to be definitely stacking up on those. Or you're the assault rifler. E-Tech. That's a good one too. We have one of those. That might be useful, actually. Just your dog. Go the second one of those. And one for our captain now. Let me just check something real quick. Spy talents. 15 is the max. Okay, I don't super need to do that. Let's up our commander a little bit more. 5, there we go. Cool. Alright, let's check out our timing and stuff here. Send due guidance, 2 years, okay. This is overdue. Whatever, at this point. Alright, so we should have time to get this there. Hopefully in not that long. We can do that. We can get back in time for a year and really just pound these out. I think that would be the plan. Alright, so that's gonna do it for us for this episode. If you're enjoying the content on YouTube here, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. You can follow us on social media at Streams by Star on Twitter. Drop us a follow there, keep up to date what's going on. And last but not least, we do stream on Twitch. There'll be a link in the description down below. So come hang out, follow, hit that notification button. Come join us when we're live. That's gonna do it here. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is safe out there. And I hope to see you again next time.